I don't want you to do anything yet is because you're going to end up with some answers that look like this. And in the textbook, they want you to divide them all. I don't want you to divide them. I want you to have the concept of what it means. You know, in the book they'll say, like this one, 7 divided by 4 goes in 1 time. 1 times 4 is 4, and 3. And sometimes people give me an answer of 4 1/3 or whatever. But again, that is, there's 3 left over 4. But I don't even want you to have to do all of that. So what I want you to think about is that this number is the number that I'm going to put in my gift box. Okay, I'm going to put three cookies in every single one. Then I can wrap it. Can I make, and this is on top of my table, I've got 8 cookies. Can I make at least 1 box? Yes. I'd use 3. Can I make 2? 2 times 3 would be 6 cookies. Can I make 3 full boxes? No, because I would need 3 times 3 is 9. So I could make 2. Okay. Anything that's left over is going to go in a size 3 box. So I do what they call a partial check. I check here 2 full boxes times 3. I've used 6 pieces. How many are left? 2. And that is my fraction, because you're going to have to do this at the end, and we don't want to have to constantly divide. So on this one, again, it's a size 3 box. I've only got 5 cookies. How many full boxes can I make? Can I make 2? 2 times 3 is 6. I don't have enough. You're right. I can only make 1. Any leftovers are going to go in an empty 3. So I've used 1 full box times 3. I've used 3 cookies. How many cookies are left? Abinab, make sure you're focused. So 1 2/3, because I'm going to call on you to do some of these in just a second. So now I'm in this one. Now my box size is 4. I'm going to put 4 cookies in every single one. Then I can wrap it. How many full boxes can I make if I've got 7 cookies? 1, because 2 boxes I would need 8. So I can make 8. I'm sorry, I can make 1 full box. 1 times 4. I've used 4 of my cookies. How many are left? 3. I've got 1 3/4, which is the same answer we got here, but I don't have to do the division. So who thinks they know my final fraction here? My box size now is 2. How many filled boxes can I make? Only having 3 cookies.
1.
I can make 1 whole box. My leftovers are going to go in a size 2. So 1 times 2 in every box. I've used 2 cookies. How many are left? How many? 1. Who thinks they know the answer to this next one before I do anything? Abinab, help me out. And again, this is like a division. 7 divided by 5. Abinab. How many times is 5 going to go into 7? So it's going to go, I can make 1 whole box. Any leftovers are going to go in the 5. So I've used, to find out this number, I go 1 times 5 is 5. How many cookies were left? 2. So 1 2/5. And then this one. This time my box size is 4. Can I make 1 box?
2.
I've got 9. 2 boxes, 2 times 4 would be 8. Can I make 3?
No.
3 times 4 is 12. I don't have enough. So the most I can make is 2. My leftovers are going to go in a size 4. I've used 2 full boxes times 4. I've used 8 cookies. How many are left? 1. So 2 1/4. So you've got to get that concept in mind as we do this next part. So go to this side first. And we're going to do some of these. We're going to do most of them right here because they're not very hard. So let's go to these 3 right here. And so let's just add these up. In a couple days, I'm going to show you a brand new way, but right now, let's add all these up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is 17 over 7. So now without dividing, my box size now is 7. I've got 17 cookies. How many full boxes can I make?
2.
Mateo, how many full boxes can I make? 2, because 2 times 7 is 14. I don't have enough to make 3. I'd need 21. So I can make 2 filled boxes. Leftovers are going to go in a size 7. 2 times 7, I've used 14 pieces. How many are left over? 3. Let me get that a little bit closer. So 2 and 3/7. Is that answer up there? No? Okay, and so put the letter E. Let's look at the one right next to it. So let's add up if the denominator is the same, it does not change. But so we're going to add up the numerator. That's 12 and 13 is 25. And I'm just going to put it over here. 25 over 15. So this time, my packages are going to have 15 in every box. I've got 25 chocolates. How many filled boxes can I make? What? 1. Because again, another way that you can look at it is 25 over 15. Every time I make 15 out of 15, it's a whole box. And I've got 10 left over. So I can make 1 whole box, wrap it, and then I have to reduce that. So I could make over here, I could make 1. 1 times 15 is 15. And I've got 10 left over. Can that still be simplified? Yes. Dividing it by what? Dividing it by 5. Dividing it by 5. You might need some paper. Do y'all want some paper?
No.
You don't need it? Okay. All right. If you want some, there's some over there. All right. So it's going to be 1 and 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 divided by 15 divided by 5 is 3. So 1 and 2/3. And let's see if that answer is there. I don't see it. Okay, thank you. It's the letter O. Then this one, let's add up all my individual cookies that I made each and every week. 5 this week, 11 more, that's 16. Plus 14 is 30 12s. Now it's like an egg carton. I can put 12 eggs in every carton. I've got 30 eggs. Who knows how many cartons I can fill up? Just 1? 2 is 24. 3 would be 36. I don't have enough. So I can fill 2. Put my leftovers in an empty egg carton. 2 times 12 is 24. And 30 minus the 24 that I've used, I've got 6. Who knows that final answer? Yeah, 6 is half of 12, so it is 2 1/2. And that gets the letter M. And that is it. Alrighty, and then, okay, and we'll go ahead and look at the word problems. He's got a 7/8 inch carpet over 3/8 inch padding. What is the combined thickness? When you're combining something, what are you doing? Adding or subtracting? Nobody knows? What's that? Well, let's go ahead and add it up. Show your original. Don't tell me if it's fourths, if it's actually eighths in the problem. It is 10/8, which that makes how many whole? 10 divided by 8, it goes in how many times? 1 time. My leftovers are going to go to size 8. 1 times 8 is 8. I've got 2 left over, and I believe you are right. If I reduce that, it is 1 1/4. Go ahead and put the V where that is. No more. Okay, let's finish up this other word problem. He walked 9/10 of a mile. Then Bert and Ernie walked 7/10 of a mile to the park. How far did Bert walk? Well, Bert walked the whole way. So we have to add that up, which is 9 and 7 is 16/10. My package size now is 10. How many packages of 10 can I make? Mateo, how many packages of 10 can I make on this one? On the letter L? 1. And 1 times 10 is 10. I'm going to have how many left over? 6. And then can that be reduced? Yes. So 1 and 3/5. I'll find that answer. That is the L. Where is that? L, L, L. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So do you have an idea kind of how to do those? Yeah, sometimes you're going to have to reduce. Sometimes you'll have to make it into a mixed number. Flip it over, because this is going to be really simple. I hope it's going to be simple. They're getting you started on how to find a common denominator, which, by the way, I'm just going to do it the simple way, is I'm going to go 3, 4. So go ahead and write that down. I want to make sure I'm good on the time. Yes, we're good on the time. Okay. Oh, I should put this on. All right. And then I don't use the smaller number. Does 3 go perfectly into 4? No. So I add another multiple of 4, least common multiple. 3 doesn't go into that yet. I add another 4, which is 12. Does 3 go into 12? Yes. That's how they got the 12. So we're just going to do that on several of these. We'll do it on this first column. So the 2 and the 5. Does 2 go into 5? Perfectly. Yes, no, Leanna? No, so I need to find another multiple of 5. 5 and 5 is 10. Does 2 go into 10? Yes. That's our new common denominator. And then we'll do it on this one, the 6 and the 9, because some people have the habit of just, and write these, because if I'm writing this, I want you to write it, is some people have the habit of just going 6 times 9 is 54. Well, no, 54 is not your number. So 6 doesn't go perfectly into 9. So I start finding multiples of 9. What's 9 times 2? 18. Does 6 go into 18? Yes. That's going to be my new denominator. Just on these 4. We're just finishing it on these 4. And then we're going to go on from there. No. Okay. On this one, does 5 go into 10? Look at this one. Is that a yes? Once you say yes, you have your common denominator. So it is there. You don't have to do that on anything else. You might want to look at those, but then what you're going to do is, because we can't add denominators that are different sizes. They have to be all the same size. So now we've got the same size. And now, do you remember how to do fractions? You go 3 times what? We're going to make an equivalent. 3 times what will give us 12? So put a 4 here and a 4 here. 4 times, and if I'm showing this work, you have to show that work. 4 times what will give you 12? 4 times 3. And if I put a 3 here, I put a 3 here. Let's go straight down and do the multiplication first. 2 times what will give you 10? 5. So I put a 5 here, I put a 5 here. On this next one, 5 times what will give you 10? So if I put a 2 here, I put a 2 here. Let's go to the one right below. We're doing all the same step. So we have to go from 6 to 18, making an equivalent. 6 times what will give you 18? Times 2 times 2. 9 times what will give you 18? Oh, this is 6 times 3. Okay. 9 times 2 is 18. And then this last one, 5 times 2 is 10, and 4 times 2. And this one didn't have to be changed, so it's not going to be changed. So let's go back and put the numbers. So this one here is 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3, 4 times 3 is 12. Always double check that that bottom one comes to the denominator that you have. 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10. And then this one, 5 times 3 is 15, 6 times 3 is 18. Always double check that. 4 times 2 is 8, 9 times 2 is 18. 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10 as a double check, and 7 times 1, I didn't need to put the 1. And then you go back and then you do it just like you did the other side. So we're going to add this up. 8 and 3 is 11 twelfths. Done. And I need one more egg to fill up that carton, so it's not going to be 1 in anything. It cannot be a full carton. And again, find your answer, cross it off. This one here, 8 and 5 is that 13? So put it here, 13 tenths. However, this is more than filled. Who thinks they know the final answer here?
1 and 1/3. 1 and 3 tenths.
1 and 3 tenths. So that's 10. And find your answer. And then on this one, 15 and 5, that's 23 over 18. Can anybody see how many boxes I can fill on this one? How many 18s go into 23? Caitlin, don't jump ahead. 23 divided by 18 is what? Abhinav, help me out. What? 1. And so my leftover is going to size 18. 1 times 18, I've used 18 pieces. And then how many are left? 23 minus 18. Is that 5? It is 5. 1 and 5/18. But I don't see, here it is. All right, and then the last one that we're going to do right now, this is going to be 15 over 10. Who knows my first fraction? It's a size 10 box. I've got 15 pieces. How many boxes can I fill? Leanna, how many boxes can I fill on this one? What's that? 1. So my leftover is going to size 10. 1 times 10 is 10. I've used 10 cookies to fill up that box. How many are left? 15 minus 10 is 5. And then can this be reduced? Isn't 5 half of 10? So it's 1 and 1/2. Okay, we went kind of fast, but that's what it is here in the GT world. All right, 1 and 1/2, I don't see it. I must have made a mistake. All right, here it is. Okay, can you guys handle it from there?
Yes.
So you're going to end up doing both sides. This side's super easy. This side is just a little extra work of finding the equivalent fraction. Any questions?